next anti-war march in town, and so we convinced this character here to run against him, and I believe that you'll verify that as a true story when he comes up here. But Steve Pierce from Hobson.
The arm twisting really does occur in the storm room behind closed doors. That was not a guy named Houston McKenzie had done the same thing the year before and set the example, so they simply convinced me to run for it. And about 3 days before we actually got out and ran. This time, it's sort of like King Henry VIII said to each of his 7 wives, "I'm not going to keep you very long." And so it's interesting to see that you all here in Socorro reading a book about the earth being flat. I'm from Hobb. I can tell you about the earth being flat. Yeah. You don't know nothing. But this has really been a good day for just remembering who I am in my core. We started out over in Silver City. We ended up going out to the county fair there, and we were there during the sheep show, and our there were 6 of us kids. We grew up south of Hobbs. We moved from Eunice to Hobbs, 18 miles. We run out of money 5 miles short. So we just grew up out there in Nadine. And we had a small 5-acre farm. And I'm telling you that the people who live on big farms don't think you know anything about farming if you live on a small farm, 5 acres. I'm telling you, if you live on a big farm, you don't know nothing about farming. It's when you live on 5 acres. That's when you know about farming. You got to do it all by hand. And so we grew up out there, and that was my background. We showed pigs and sheep to earn our way through 4-H. And 4-H to earn our way through college. All 6 of us went to college and did something, and it all came through 4-H. So that was the daytime. And then here tonight with people with similar values and people who see the life the same way I do. I'm not going to give you a long speech. You know that I'm running for Congress, and you know what's going on in the country. If you were listening to the presentation, they got less regulations in China than we do. That should really begin to send the alarm bells, because our government is killing our jobs with regulation and taxation. They're killing careers. They're killing farms, ranches. They're killing oil and gas fields, everything through regulation. And they're either doing it on purpose or not doing it on purpose. And it doesn't matter because it's having the same outcome. And so we're in a pitched battle for our freedom. We're in a pitched battle for prosperity, just that idea that we can make it, that we can pay our bills, that we can have enough money from where we're getting to put some aside for retirement, maybe buy a house. And that's the whole concept. People have anxiety today that that's disappeared. And the first question I get on the campaign trail is it too late? I absolutely don't believe it's too late. And the more I sit at these meetings and I hear people beginning to push back, and by the way, I heard somebody ask the other day, why is there such a thing as a Tea Party movement? My wife explained it best. She said that's because disgust is still a basic human emotion. So that's what's going on. Washington is filling us with this disgust. And so people are up and active. And it's when I see people active and learning the bills and beginning to get involved in these political issues that are going to affect you that I know we're going to be okay. We're going to fight our way through this ugly election. We're going to get it done. And then I think we're going to go back to D.C. and we're going to do the will of the people. And that's start returning us toward freedom, towards a more prosperous economy, towards something where we have a future and something where we can pay our way through the bills that we face. And it's that simple. There's nothing else involved. This whole idea of the unemployment is simply income redistribution. You're looking at it from the employer point of view, but when you look at it from the government point of view, they were up there passing bills that give unemployment for 2 years. Sometimes in some states they're trying to get to 3 years, and they were also trying to get a provision in that you never really had to work first. And so all it is they need to take more money from you in order to give away more money over here. So the redistribution theory is well and alive in Washington, and that's what we're fighting against. God bless you. Thanks for having me out here tonight. It's been a great deal.
Thank you very much, Steve. Nice to have you here. I'm going to do this by federal, state, and then county. So our next speaker will be Matt Rush, because he's running at the state level. I'm not exactly sure where he lives, but I think he lives in Portales. Well, he lives in his pickup, yeah, well, I understand that, but regularly he lives in Portales. I believe they're farmers. I don't know if they raise peanuts or something like that, but that's what they grow over there. And he told me he doesn't have a family.